What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerio, back in another video, back in another reaction. Today we got 10 dumbest ways people have actually died in real life. Let's get to it, let's do it. Wait. Gotta plug the speak in. Alright, now we ready.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're examining the 10 dumbest ways people have died. For this list, we'll be looking at fatal tales that will make you scratch your head in wonder. If you know of other deaths caused by baffling stupidity, please tell us about them in the comments section.
Why it sound like
helmet regulations.
Like
Philip A. Cantos was killed while protesting New York's mandatory helmet laws.
Police say a motorcyclist killed during an anti-helmet protest ride in the U.S. could have survived had he been wearing a helmet.
New York is one of 20 U.S. states requiring all motorcyclists to wear helmets, which has drawn criticism from some who believe riders should be allowed to decide for themselves.
I feel him on that though, because I hate. Listen. I got a perfect example. How come I'm getting ticketed for not wearing my seatbelt? I'm a grown ass man. I know what I'm doing. I don't want to wear the seatbelt. So you telling me a police officer can pull me over and tax me $100? I think my ticket was $100, bro. I'm literally. I just got off of work, bro. I'm tired as hell, bro. I just get off, and it's this hill, right? So I'm coming down the hill. I'm like this, and he on the next light. You know what I'm saying? So he's basically supposed to be coming straight, so we would be passing each other. But instead of him passing, he decided he seen me going left, right? So he see me going left, so he decides to come with me. So he comes behind me, whatever. So now I'm in the far left, he in the right. So he doing this or whatever. So now he gets over with me. But it was weird because like he was kind of far back, but then he get to pushing up so much. He get like right on my bumper, my rear, bro, like really on me, right? So then he fall back for a little bit. He let me drive. We get like 2 lights in. And then he finally pulls me over, bro. Hits me with, he seen that my seatbelt was off. You feel me? Them niggas taxed me, I think it was $100-some, probably more than that. But I just say like, let a nigga decide, bro.
In a protest in 2011,
Cantos was
driving his Harley-Davidson motorcycle when suddenly he had to slam on the brakes. The bike fishtailed. Cantos flew over the handlebars, hit his head on the pavement, and died.
AAA says helmets reduce risk of head injury by 69%.
That's a lot.
Lowers the risk of death by 42%.
Medical examiners later said that Cantos almost certainly would have survived had he been wearing a helmet.
That was a dumb way to die for sure.
That's a bleep. Cobra.
Petting a cobra wasn't the only thing that killed Wayne Roth in 1997. However, it was the main thing. Roth was already under the influence when he went to visit his friend in Pennsylvania, who happens to own a cobra.
Oh, that's his friend's fault.
Roth stuck his hand in the snake's tank, and the snake objected. When Roth was bitten, his friend recommended they go to the emergency room immediately, but Roth refused, and instead went to a nearby bar. By the time—
What kind of friend is you, G? My friend get bit by a snake, especially, man. Get your ass in this car. We finna go to this hospital. You finna get right. You not finna die on my watch, buddy. You feel me? Ain't no way in hell, bro. And that's not even just that. It's just like seeing a friend being hurt like that, bro. I gotta get you in right condition, bro. It's just only right. Make the nigga go down there. You feel me?
His friend finally persuaded him to go to the hospital. It was too late.
Cussing, bro.
Roth died on the way from a combination of drugs, alcohol, and cobra venom.
Duh. He thought he was Superman?
Jet skiing over Niagara Falls.
They want you close to the falls.
Really?
I never really be thinking like of ways people could be dying.
Robert Overacker had good intentions, but they sadly weren't enough to save him.
This the video right here?
In 1995, Overacker wanted to raise awareness about homelessness. To do so, he equipped a jet ski with an improvised rocket booster and tried to shoot over Niagara Falls. He also included a parachute to ease his descent. It's unclear whether the rocket part worked or not.
Oh, hell no.
Either way, the main issue was the parachute, which Overacker had neglected to attach to himself. When he went over the falls, it fluttered away, leaving him to plunge to a watery death.
Some people are drenched.
He should have knew it was coming with that though. Like,
with a stupid hat.
I can't take no risk like that.
Comfy news studio.
Heck, you know.
Accidental self-defenestration. Defenestration is the act of throwing someone out of a window. Unfortunately, Gary Hoy inadvertently did that to himself. Hoy was a successful Canadian lawyer with a side interest in architecture. He loved showing off his building's tremendously strong windows by running into them and bouncing off to the
Oh my god. Gee, y'all hear what he just said? This man loved bouncing into his windows, skyscrapers at that. He loved bumping into skyscraper windows just to test their things. I know, like, you know how you get that, like, you know how, like, you standing up and then, like, you fall type shit? And you get that, like, that deep feeling in your stomach. It's like that, you know what I'm saying? Imagine, because, like, you playing like this a lot, you know what I'm saying? So he used to the windows being sturdy, you know what I'm saying? Then at one time, he fall back and then he realized it's like, I'm falling. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that feeling, bro. Y'all got to.
Successful Canadian lawyer with a side interest in architecture. He loved showing off his building's tremendously strong windows by running into them and bouncing off, to the amazement of his visitors.
He's slow.
Unfortunately, since his office was on the 24th floor, one accident was all it took.
I'm jumping out a window!
On July 9th, 1993, Hoy pulled his stunt for the last time. The window broke, he went through, and the horrified witnesses could do nothing to save him.
Dumb.
Improvised bungee jumping.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
You can die?
Okay, second worst.
22-year-old Eric A. Barcia was a fast food worker from Virginia. In 1997, he connected a number of short bungee cords together with tape, tied one end around his leg and the other around the top of the railroad bridge. No one
You couldn't
saw
pay me to do
what
nothing like
happened
this,
next,
bro.
but we know what did. Barcia's body was discovered early the following morning by someone walking underneath the bridge.
I would have died like mid-jump. Right there. Just blacked out.
He had obviously jumped, fallen 70 feet, and crashed to the ground. His improvised cord was still intact. It was still attached to the bridge. It was, however, too long.
I was too long.
I didn't know you bungeed.
Switching
He ain't
seats
do his
while
math.
driving.
Where's somebody down like that? What the hell?
On a long car ride, the driver and passenger will sometimes switch places in order to give the former a chance to rest. However, you should never do this while the car is still in motion.
I ain't never tried that,
Nicole
actually.
Hicks and her friend were driving down a Kentucky highway in 2010. Hicks stood up. The car was a convertible and tried to step over. Apparently, she had stepped on the steering wheel by accident, causing the car to turn. The person who had been driving hurriedly shoved the wheel back the
Like,
other way.
why not? You know they got that little spot on the highway that you can go on. You know how if a car break down, they'd be over there. Why not just stop for a little bit and just switch, bro? Or go to the nearest gas station. I don't know.
Jerking the car and
How do you think,
throwing
like,
Hicks right
how do you think
off.
you're getting away with
She
stuff like
died
that,
of
bro?
her injuries soon after.
Jesus, you should never let have done that.
Deadly alarm clock. In 1886, alarm clocks as we know them didn't really exist. So, Samuel Wardell, a lamplighter in New York who needed to get to work before dawn, invented his own method. He wired a clock to a shelf near his bed,
Oh, so
which
he the
had
man that
a
created
heavy
the,
weight
alarm
on it.
clock.
At the right time, the shelf would fall and the weight would loudly hit the floor, waking him up.
Dude, Asia.
They put me on some movies, bro. A lot of these movies I ain't never seen. Like Fast and Furious, I gave up on the Fast and Furious after
Sadly, as with
like 3.
so many inventors, Wardell's own creation led to his doom.
I didn't know they had a 9.
Listen to me!
One Christmas night, after showing off the alarm clock to admiring guests, Wardell put everything back in place. But he was tipsy and must have been a little off with his measurements. The next morning, the weight fell down right on his head.
Turned that boy to a pancake.
Devoted to dancing. Jean-Baptiste Lully is still remembered as a gifted French
dancing,
composer
Jim?
of the Baroque era. He was a favorite of King Louis XIV, who
King
appointed
Louis.
Lully his royal composer in 1653.
They used to make us watch movies like this in music class in school, bro.
Unfortunately, he eventually stabbed himself in the foot while...
I think it was Mozart. Maybe Mozart or Beethoven. But it was a scene in the movie where like they inside the crib or whatever. He a little boy at the time. And I guess they was all having like a gathering or something. It was a lady in a white and blue dress, G. She had some tatas, man. I'm telling you, I'll never forget that moment, G. Like, I'm like, yeah, Snow Bunnies is definitely like that. No cap. Her stuff was just saying so
In those
perfect,
days,
like, I'm
batons
like,
were huge,
Lord.
so accidents were more common. Unfortunately, Lully's wound became infected. His doctor told him the foot would have to be amputated, or the infection would spread and kill him. But Lully refused. He couldn't bear the thought of being
feel him, though.
unable to dance.
Get a prosthetic.
As the doctor warned, Lully quickly died from the infection.
Hocus Pocus. Ain't Hocus Pocus
In
like a
need
musical?
of a restroom.
Move!
Aside from his scientific accomplishments, Danish astronomer Tycho Brahe is probably best known for two things.
What?
His metal nose and
that
his
little beard.
peculiar death. Brahe had lost most of his real nose in a duel, so he strapped the metal one on to keep from looking off. As for his death, it occurred soon after a royal banquet in 1601. During his meal, Brahe realized he needed to go to the bathroom, but he didn't want to offend his hosts. It was considered impolite to
Hey,
leave the
skip
table
them
before
people.
royalty.
In 1601, Tycho
crazy?
attended a formal banquet where he drank quite a lot, but was too polite to leave the
I could be in a goddamn businessman. I gotta go to the bathroom. At least I might be polite like that. Hey, gotta go to the bathroom real quick. You feel me? You feel me? Sure. Especially if I got number 2. Oh yeah, I can't, bro.
table to relieve himself, deciding to tough it out instead.
So Brahe held
Where'd she
it
die
for
like that, though?
hours on end until he was finally able to leave. But then he found he couldn't go at all, and after several painful days, he died of a
Yeah, he
burst
must
bladder.
definitely
You
have.
hold your poops in, alright? You gotta set them free. And
Yeah.
then go down the sewer and they find their families.
Before we
How you
continue,
hold
be
that
sure
boo-boo
to
for
subscribe
like
to
2
our
hours?
channel and ring the bell to get notified about
Oh,
our
passed
latest
out.
videos. You have the option
been
to be
shuffling in my
notified
chair, all
for
type of
occasional
stuff.
videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Frozen along with a chicken.
Dumb and Dumber funny, but it's just so nasty.
This one
It's
is
one of the
another
movies you can't
famous
eat
scientist.
at all watching
Sir
that thing.
Francis Bacon was a British lawyer, philosopher, and writer who helped found the scientific method.
wrong
On
with
his
his neck?
way to a friend's house in 1626, Bacon was seized with an idea. He had been studying the effects of cold weather on meat, and there happens to be snow on the ground.
We're there.
He stopped his carriage, got out, bought a chicken, and began stuffing it into snow. Bacon was so engrossed in this experiment that by the time he realized he was cold, it was too late. He got to his friend's house and died there of pneumonia.
Dang, that quick?
Did you enjoy
Oh,
this
wow,
video?
go out like
Check
that,
out
bro.
these other clips from Watch.
Like, a lot of us be thinking like, okay, we're gonna die from old age, we're gonna die from sickness, we might die by getting shot, might die by getting stabbed, we might die by something, but nobody ever think like, one time I just seen somebody die from like a restaurant sign falling on their car, like stuff like that. I hope to God nothing like that happen to me. I do not want to die like that, bro. Like, at least kill me, bro. You feel me? Like, in a different way, bro. Not like that, Jay. But let me know your thoughts down below. Be sure to leave the video, kind of subscribe to your boy, if you catch your boy fan, and this boy Gerio though.